So you go out and speak Spanish and you know you're saying the right words, but for some reason, people can't understand you. To be understood and have people actually listen to what you're saying rather than paying attention to your accent, you have to master Spanish pronunciation. And lucky you, today we're going to do just that. Let's get started. Let's get to it. So this is what we're going to go over. First of all, what the actual goal is. After that, I'll teach you a hack to make it easy for you to know how to pronounce in Spanish. And best of all, at the end, I'm going to give you a 10-week plan so that you can be speaking with proper pronunciation and be understood in less than 3 months. So our goal is to speak like a native, right? Wrong. Actually, it is very difficult to be able to speak like a native if you haven't learned the language as a child before. The reason for this is we stop being able to hear certain sounds and therefore also can't imitate them. So let me illustrate for you why we don't want to aim for a native accent. This is what we want to do. So this is our beautiful Spanish journey. And we start out having people not understand us at all. And you might even feel dumb when you're speaking. So that's no good. Then people start to understand you a little bit, but it may not be easy. They may have you repeat a few times and it's just a struggle for you. And of course, in the end, we have native speaking pronunciation, which takes years and years and years to obtain and may even be impossible for you. So this is not our goal. As you can see, there's a zone right here, which we're going to call our zone of success, because this is what we want to aim for, where you can have great pronunciation, be understood, and have it be twice as fast for you to get here than here. Even more than twice as fast, you get to your zone of success. So this is what I'm going to teach you to get to today. This is going to be what my hack is going to help you with. Okay, so I said my hack, but really I did not make this up. We are going to familiarize ourselves with the IPA. Nope, it's not beer. It's the International Phonetic Alphabet. This system represents the sounds of languages, including Spanish. But we're not going to learn the symbols today. I'm actually going to make it easier for you and go through the alphabet and added phonetic sounds so that you can pronounce them right after me. Did you know that if English is your first language, Spanish is actually the easiest language for you to learn? Well, even when you're looking at the alphabet and the sounds I'm about to show you, you can tell that they're very similar and only have a few differences. All right, now I really want you to listen. Put on some headphones if you have some. First, I'm going to tell you what the pronunciation is like in similarity to English. And then I want to give you a word that you can pronounce as well. So I want you to listen to the word and then I want you to say it with. You ready? A is pronounced like the A in father. Árbol, árbol. Didn't mean to give you a double whammy there and making you say the R sound too. B, similar to the English B, but softer. Bonita, bonita. Pronounced just like B in English, except for a little bit softer. C, pronounced like the K in kite. Colombia, Colombia. If you are in Spain and the C is before I or E, then you would pronounce it like the TH in think. D, similar to the D in English, but softer between vowels. Dedo, dedo. E, pronounced like the E in eficiente, eficiente. F, pronounced just like the F in English. Fácil, fácil. G, pronounced like the G in go. Gato, gato. In Spain, if it's before I or E, then you would pronounce it like the hard H in hat. E, pronounced like the double E in C. Igloo, igloo. J, pronounced like the H in hat but harsher. Joven, joven. K, pronounced just like the English K. Koala, koala. L, pronounced just like the L in English. Latinos, latinos. Now, this next sound used to be part of the alphabet, but is no longer as of 2010. It is the double L, or the j. It is pronounced llamada, llamada, llorando, llorando. Thought I'd give you more examples on that one since it's a little bit weird. M, pronounced just like the M in English. Mama, mama. N, also like in English. Nene, nene. Now for the one that you've probably been waiting for, ñ. Pronounced like the NY in canyon. Niño, niño. Here's a good one. Piña, piña. Now you can ask for a piña colada. O, pronounced like the O in pot. Oso, oso. P, pronounced just like the P in English. Papel, papel. Q, pronounced just like the K in English. Que, ere. A single flap just like the T in butter. Original, original. Now for the dreaded double R sound that does not exist in English, it is R, R. There's actually a video here on the channel that'll teach you exactly how to roll your R's, and it is going to be linked for you below in the description. S, pronounced just like the English S. Sábado, sábado. T, pronounced like the English T, but softer. Tetero, tetero. U, pronounced like the double O in food. Jugo, jugo. Uve, pronounced by having your bottom lip touch the top row of your teeth. Ve, ve. Vaca, vaca. Now, in Spanish, we do kind of make the same sound when we are using the long B and the V sound. So don't be too worried about making that exact difference. W o W. This one is mainly used for foreign words, and it is pronounced just like in English. I can't even think of a Spanish word with W in it, so I'll just pronounce Winston, Winston, as in Winston. X, pronounced just like the X in English. Xilófono, xilófono. Y, pronounced like the Y in yes. Yuca, yuca. It is also pronounced like Y when you're saying this and that. Esto y lo otro. Zeta, pronounced like the S in sí. And in Spain, it's pronounced like the TH in thing. Zapato, zapato. And that's it. You made it through the whole entire thing. Good for you. So all pretty straightforward and very similar to English. The ones that could be a pitfall are the double R sound, the R sound, the dental D and T sounds, diente and tierno, as well as the double L sound, llamada, the ñ sound, niño, as well as the soft J sound, jugando. So pay attention to those and practice those more often. All right, so here's the plan for you to be able to sound great in less than 3 months. For week 1 and 2, you're just going to listen, but really listen. And like I said, if you're able to use headphones, way better. So you're going to listen to podcasts, you're going to listen to ebooks, you're going to listen to movies. And this is actually really, really good if you put on subtitles. Subtitles are great because you're going to be able to hear how the word is said and then at the same time see how it is written. And this is going to help your brain capture the pronunciation. So watching a movie, watching a show, but also listening to maybe a children's book that comes with an audio. And in weeks 3 and 4, you're going to continue to listen, but this time you're going to start to try and guess how to say the things before they are said. So that means when you're watching your show, you're going to pause and read the subtitles before they even say the phrase. And then you can hit play and compare your pronunciation to their pronunciation and see how close you got it. And it's very important for you to be honest with yourself on this one and really listen for the difference. So weeks 5 and 6, we're going to do a little bit of shadowing. And what this means is we're going to repeat after whoever it is that you're listening to. I would recommend that you do this with your children's book because it's going to be way easier for you and you don't want to get frustrated. So what you'll do is you'll let the audio play for 3 words or for a phrase, and then you're going to pause it and you're going to repeat what you heard. And you want to try and capture the exact sounds that you're hearing. You'll play it again and then repeat again. Don't go crazy with this, okay? Don't keep on repeating and repeating because you don't hear yourself saying it the same way. Just want to do it like a couple of times only and then move on because you want to finish the book. And then, of course, you have tomorrow. Remember, this is a couple of weeks that you're doing this. And in weeks 7 and 8, you're really going to be able to see the difference. You're going to be able to tell it. It's coming so much easier for you to see a word and be able to pronounce it. So what you're going to do is you're going to read out loud and you're going to record yourself. Oh, yeah. So you're going to record yourself reading your audiobook and then you're going to listen to the audio and you're going to compare it. And every day you're going to try and get closer. By this point, you probably already have this audiobook memorized. You can add another audiobook as well so you can see that it's not just memorization, but you're actually learning how to pronounce these words. So you want to be reading out loud to yourself every single day. And of course, please don't forget to listen to the audio because your brain needs to be able to hear the actual way that is being said. So it is great practice just to read out loud. But your brain needs a refresher. So remember to keep on listening to the language, keep on listening to the shows. Anyone ever told you you're crazy? Because for weeks 9 and 10, you're going to start talking to yourself. It's going to be great though. This is actually what really accelerates your Spanish speaking and pronunciation. So you're going to want to talk to yourself when you come home from work and you're going to speak out loud the actions you're doing. For example, you're preparing coffee. You're going to be saying, voy a hacer café. And then you just have a full on conversation with yourself. If you don't know a word in what you're trying to say, look it up. If you look it up on Google, it'll be just fine because the actual pronunciation on Google is actually great these days. So you can rely on that. And that's it. It's been less than 3 months and you're now able to sound great and people are actually able to understand what you're saying. And you just got to keep on practicing because you lose any language without practice. Great job. I'm so proud of you. It's amazing that you're trying to learn a new language and your brain is going to be activated like it hasn't been activated before. Your life is honestly not going to be the same. And you're going to see what I mean. Also, if you do want company during your journey, you can go ahead onto Spanish55.com and get a free consultation with us. You can have a tutor that'll listen to your pronunciation and correct you on the spot. I would honestly say this is the ultimate hack because having that live interaction and having the live feedback is just priceless. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. Let me know in the comments below which sound is the hardest for you to pronounce. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.